Have you been worried or even afraid of your financial future? Like you just can't get enough money, no matter how hard you try or work, there's never quite enough. Well, I invite you to do some EFT tapping with me and see if we can change your reality. So there's two ways EFT can help with money fears. One is to just release any excess stress or anxiety from your body, moving away from the state of fight or flight. That actually allows us to think with more clarity, and sometimes solutions just become apparent for us. Now, another way EFT can help is to actually bend reality. It seems that when we're experiencing really strong negative emotional charge, it keeps us magnetized to a bad reality. And so by tapping that away, turning the volume down on all that fear and stress and anxiety, it frees us up to sort of scoot over into a better alternate reality where things are already going better. It's already underway. Now, what does that look like? It might mean suddenly there's more money in your bank account. That's actually happened in my life. Or a new opportunity shows up, or a new job, or some windfall just drops in your lap. So EFT works by tapping away negative stuck emotions, fear, anxiety, negative limiting beliefs. That means while I'm tapping, I'm going to be focusing on the bad stuff. So please tap along with me. Don't just watch and listen to the video. That would be counterproductive. You don't want to hear a bunch of negative statements without tapping them away. So I'll show you where to tap, give you words to say, and then I'll pause. And if you can say the words out loud, that's best, or you can just repeat it silently in your own head. That works too. So here we go. Oh, let me actually ask you, just tuning into your fear of not having enough money on a scale of 0 to 10, where 10 is just the most intense. How strong is that fear right now? Give it a number. And we'll check in at the end of the tapping to see if that's hopefully gone down. Okay, so tapping on the side of your hand, either hand is fine. Even though I have this fear of not having enough money, I deeply love and completely accept myself. And tapping on the points, this fear of not having enough, this fear of not having enough money, I just can't make enough to get ahead. There's just not enough money in my bank account. This fear of going into debt. What if I get sick and I can't work? What if the car breaks down and needs repairs? And then down on the lower ribs, all this fear, this feeling of anxiety in my body. What if there's not enough? What if I can't make enough money? Everything's so expensive right now. I can barely make ends meet. Feeling trapped. Even if I could get a second job or a third job, I don't want to work that much. I have to live my life. I can't always be working. I can't make enough money. I'm supposed to be saving for retirement. I can't even get ahead at all. All this fear, this feeling of anxiety, everything is stacked against me. Everything is so expensive. I can't see a solution. I can imagine bad things happening. but I can't imagine how I'm going to have enough money. This fear and this pessimism, everything seems to be getting worse. All this fear of not having enough money. I guess I've always had enough up till now. I mean, I'm still here. I haven't starved to death yet. All this fear, this anxiety, this feeling of low-grade panic in my body, this sense of hopelessness. I don't know what to do. I just have to keep working. But it never feels like I'm making enough. Oh, this worry about money, this worry about not having enough. This stress in my body, this stress about money. I just want to get to a more calm and peaceful place. Even if I don't have enough money, even if I'm slipping deeper and deeper into debt, I still don't want to feel this way. I don't want to feel all this panic in my body. Even if I'm going down like the Titanic, I still want to get to a calm and peaceful place about it. I forgive myself for catastrophizing. I forgive my mind for coming up with all these negative what ifs. It's just trying to protect me, I guess. But I am safe. Just right now, in this moment, I'm perfectly safe. And I give my body permission to relax. Why is it so easy for me to relax right now? Why am I feeling more optimistic? Why is money already beginning to flow into my life in new ways? Why am I making so much more money than I actually need? Why am I feeling so optimistic about my finances? Why are all these new opportunities showing up for me? I love myself for wanting a better life. I love myself for wanting to be happy. I forgive myself for all the dumb or bad decisions I've ever made. Why is it so easy for me to know what to do next? Okay, let me ask you to take a nice deep breath. Now, tuning back into your fear or anxiety about not having enough money, on that 0 to 10 scale, where 10 is the most intense, see where you're at right now and see if your number has hopefully come down at least a little bit. If it's still pretty high, you might want to go back and tap through this video again until you get it as close to 0 as possible. And my name is Rob Nelson with Tapping the Matrix. Thanks so much for tapping along.